My love is music. I have taught thousands of people to play the guitar. Sadly, I've seen thousands quit. The guitar is the most popular instrument in the world, but yet it is one of the most frustrating. We all want to play the guitar for one reason. You know what it is? To meet chicks. There's 4 buttons. It plays G, D, C, and E minor. With those 4 chords, you can play hundreds of thousands of songs. Y'all, that's done with 1 button. 1 finger.
Are you really learning how to play the guitar by pushing a single button? Why are you learning anything?
Oh, man, the question I was waiting for. It is a cheat, I'll be honest, unless it does this. You pull that out. Now, instead of pressing a button, you're really playing a chord. We have a patented 2-month learning system.
Whenever I drive down the street with my girls and a good guitar riff comes on, I want to be a rock star so bad. If you can teach me how to play the guitar...
I promise you I can right now. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay.
Thank you very much. All right, I'll play, you sing.
Match the red one.
The red one?
Uh-huh. Amazing grace, green, just a green, just a green. How sweet, back to blue, the sound that saved.
We're jamming, baby!
Rich, go to red. Like me. Woo! Y'all, what you've just seen him do would take at least 2 months.
That's true.
We're jamming, baby.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. And Scott, I've watched that. I can't tell you how many times, more times than I need to probably. It still makes my jaw drop. At 1, seeing the product, and 2, seeing how successful those sharks. They they're just like our customers. They saw it, they couldn't believe it, and they had to have it. And we have made over 500,000 new guitar players since that aired. Isn't that crazy? 500,000.
That is just so much fun.
Wow.
Well, here it is, Chord Buddy. Travis, this was an idea you had when you were teaching guitar to people, because 70% of people, as you said, quit playing guitar, and you were discouraged as a guitar teacher.
Well, I was discouraged for a lot of reasons. One, I just lost my real estate business because of the subprime mortgage bubble bursting in 2007, and went back to teaching guitar literally to stay in our house. Literally, I was teaching people, putting that money aside because I had to make our mortgage. That's how bad everything had gotten. And my daughter wanted me to teach her Taylor Swift's 15. And I started showing her the chords, Scott, and it had G, and she was making, see, oh, Daddy, it hurts my fingers. Oh, I can't. And I told her a story about a magic gizmo I had an idea for when I was 18 years old. And I told her the story, and I've told it hundreds of times, even on this Amazon Live before. And she says, Daddy, will you make me one? And Scott, we made one out of popsicle sticks, rubber grommet, a rubber band, and a big 1st grade pencil. And I put it on the neck of her guitar, and it worked. And she looked at me, and she says, Daddy, invent this. I mean, that's it.
So
I'm
right
actually someone stole my Chord Buddy. So as you know, I sat and this is my work area where I bubble Chord Buddies during this time of the year. So I went and got one that I had just bubbled and fixing to put it on the guitar. In fact, I'm going to show everybody just how simple this is, guys. All right, so here's what you want to do. You want to unscrew this screw a little bit, just so you got room, see, to slide that collar back. Then start on the big E side, slide it over. Now what you want to do, you want to press down on the blue button, and you want to make sure that the outside little E and the outside big E are hitting right in the middle of those strings. And they are. So then you just tighten it up. That's all you do. And the last thing, when you get it tight, make sure it's got this little upward angle coming up the neck. And if you have that done, which I was talking a little bit there, but it takes about 10 seconds to put it on. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Lord, I'll let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Guys, that's one finger. That's one finger I'm playing the G chord with. One finger I'm playing a D chord with. One finger I'm playing the. All of these buttons or chords would take at least 2 fingers, and all of them but 1 3 fingers. And we do it with one button. We teach you how to play. And guys, you're going to buy this, you're going to be playing. Grandma got run over by a reindeer, walking home from my house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandma, we believe, yes, we do. Guys, you're going to be doing that. You'll be doing that Christmas morning.
You know,
oh, it's going to change.
Black Friday is coming up, and a lot of people have been shopping right here on Amazon. And I know a lot of chord buddies have been going out the door, and I know you got plenty of them there, so people can click add to cart. We got the chord buddy right there, 10% discount right now. In fact, by the way, if you click, you're going to save money today just by being here on Amazon Live. A lot of people, Travis, have guitars in their closet, under their bed. Maybe they bought it, thought they learned. Maybe a family member gave it to them. If they don't have a guitar, though, you have that guitar right there available. I'm going to highlight that, the whole learning system.
Yeah. We have it in 2 different colors. This is the natural spruce top. We also have it in a sunburst color, which is 3 different colors. Beautiful, sort of looks like an afternoon sunset with that orange and color. It's gorgeous. But yeah, both of them there. In fact, we just packed out 2 this morning going for Amazon customers early this morning. So, guys, it's the season. Please don't wait. I won't say supplies are limited, but they are limited.
Well, these are.
Every year, Scott, people will contact me 2 days before. Go, oh, I want. And I say, I've been saying for 3 weeks and 4 weeks, don't wait. So please don't wait. We're going to run out of the ukuleles, and let's just talk about this a second, guys. The ukulele. Are you kidding me? Sided. Just when I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, singing words of wisdom. Let it be. Let it be. Guys, the biggest song the Beatles ever writ. The biggest song them boys ever writ in good old Southern slang, and you can play it yourself with your own ukulele combo.
You know, this is the Omahi ukulele. It's a beautiful instrument. Sounds great. And I've got highlighted $149.95. That is the complete thing. You get a true musical instrument This is not the ukulele that maybe you bought when you went to Waikiki Beach and you just put it on the shelf because it's a decorative item. You get the learning system, you got the songbook, everything, $149.95. I can't think of a true musical instrument, Travis, that you can buy for that price. In here, you've got the whole learning system. You learn about the ukulele. You've got a tuner so that it's in tune. We show you how to do that. You teach strumming patterns. People can be playing Christmas songs, Beatles songs. Oh my gosh, more than 100 songs in that color-coded book right there. That's just fabulous.
It's amazing. Scott, I'm not kidding. I keep a ukulele in my truck and in my Volkswagen. I keep one in my Volkswagen because it's so fun. I challenge you, get one and we will write a song and we will play it live in StreamYard on Amazon Live.
I love that idea, Travis. I love that. So many people have music in them, but they just don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, exactly.
And music, Travis, you've talked about music over the years, how it's there through everything, all parts of life.
Through thick and thin, music, I'm telling you, and I had someone tell me this probably a year ago, saw me somewhere, and they said, you always say music's your best friend, and I was expecting them to say, well, it wasn't mine. It led me down a bad, and they said, you are absolutely right. And it is. I mean, and I'm speaking from my personal experience. Through the highlights of my life, I've had my music. Through the sorrows of my life, I've had my music. Friends come and go. Family members can come and go. People come in and out of our lives like doors shutting in a hallway, But if you will get a chord buddy, listen, if you will get a chord buddy, whether it's for the ukulele or the guitar, whether it's an acoustic, whether it's a classical, whether it's an electric. By the way, I'm going to be the national sales rep for Amati guitars. More to come on that later. Got to fly up there and meet with him in a couple of weeks. But anyway, it don't matter. It don't matter. Chord buddy can get you there. I will make a personal commitment to get you there. I talked to a person yesterday on my cell phone. They could not believe I called him back. It tickles me when people don't believe that. They said, "Is this really you?" And they could not get their guitar tuned. They could not. So what I did, Scott, and I've done this. This is not. I took this tuner and I clipped it to my phone, wherever my phone is. I did. I clipped it just like this. I clipped it to my phone so that the vibration would pick up, and I had them play their guitar note, just one note, like that, through my phone, and it picked it up. In fact, I can show you here live. Well, no, I can't either.
Yeah,
I'd have to call
yourself.
But anyway, it worked. I mean, it worked just like it was on the instrument, and I was able to assist them, and they just kept on falling over themselves. Couldn't believe that they got their guitar in tune, and I straightened them out. So anyway, again, that's my commitment to you as a customer of mine. I'll get you there. I'll make that promise.
Anyone can reach out, Travis at chordbuddy.com. If you have questions about whether the guitar that you have will work with a chord buddy, send a message. Travis will help you with that. If you have trouble trying to get it to fit on your guitar, Travis will help you with that. And apparently he'll even tune your guitar right on the phone.
I will. I'll do it. Well, here's the thing is I tell people, if one string, and let me demonstrate this, you wouldn't think it, as my daddy would say, you wouldn't have thunk it, but that's beautiful. Now I'm going to detune just one string. Now listen.
Whoa.
What? Listen. God, guys, that's one string being out of tune. One string. It sounds like dirt. Now, so my point is, people say, well, it's almost in tune. I saw but one string. Well, that you see, it's just one string is out of tune. Now let's go back. That was a B, by the way, the second string from the bottom. And then, and as you know, let me put this so you can see it.
There we go.
Boom.
There we go.
Now, if it goes there, what's it say?
It says
Stop.
right below that B. Yeah. What does that mean, Travis?
Stop. It means if you see red, stop before you pop your string, back up to green, and go. Boom. There you go. So green is good. Red is bad. In fact, it says stop. What happens, so you know why it does that, we sold a lot of packages to schools, and I started getting a phone call from many teachers going, hey, we're breaking strings. I need more E strings. I need more. And I said, what's going on? They said, well, I'm teaching tuning, and they get sharp of the note, and they don't realize it, and they keep turning, and it gets sharper and sharper, and finally it pops. I said, I don't think you kept on. Maybe we can invent a tuner that will tell you when you're sharp of the note and say, stop. Well, we did. And it actually won new innovate. I tried to think last week what it was. New innovations, technologies, and anyway, it won a big award. It was showcased. And
the tuner you invented, won an award. The guitar that you have right there was won the award Best Bang for the Buck. And this is the whole learning system here. I'm going to highlight this back in the carousel again. $299 for the guitar, the Chord Buddy unit learning system, the learning book, the 2-month learning system, the song book, the award-winning tuner, picks. You even have picks. Everything is right in there when people order for $299. I challenged someone to go find a guitar that sounds good, that will actually stay in tune, that costs less than $299. Travis, this is the whole system there. When you teach people, when people get the learning system, so if they buy the guitar, you personally set up every guitar that goes out the door.
There isn't a guitar. You can't see it, but my fingers there are from the frets, because what I do is I actually make sure that all of these frets right on the bottom, see these are called frets right here. So right on the bottom, what happens sometimes, I know you can't see it, but I'll just make an attempt. See how that's beveled on the bottom? Well, what happens when they build these guitars, they put the frets on. Well, as they sit here in my warehouse, or sometimes the fretboard shrinks a little. Well, if this wood shrinks a little, what happens to the fret? They stick out a little. So you can feel that. So what I have to do is I have to take a fret file, sandpaper, I remove the strings, or either I loosen them so I can get them out of the way, and I file this neck on the top, and I file it on the bottom. And I feel, and if I can feel now you're going to feel a hump. You're supposed to feel a little bump, like a bump in the road or speed bump, but it's not supposed to be sharp and jaggedy. So I do that, and then I polish the frets. I want to make sure they're nice and shiny for them. Then I check the heel for stress. If there's a crack, I check this for a crack. I check the string height if it needs adjustment. See the height of the strings there? So you see how perfect that is? That's because my guitars have a truss rod in them. See that hole right there?
Yeah.
All right. So my guitars, you can adjust the neck and you can straighten the neck, or you can put a bow in it, whatever you need to do. The only guitar probably under $1,000 that has what's called a positive negative truss rod. That means you can take the bow out like that, or you can do it like that. Most of them only have what's called a positive truss rod, and not negative, so you can only go one way with it. Mine, you can do both, just like the Martins and Taylors, the very high-end guitars have.
You know, you were showing the distance between the strings in the neck. They call that the action. And a lot of inexpensive guitars and people who are just starting to learn guitar often will buy an inexpensive guitar. And I have seen those, and those strings, that action is so high that it's barely playable. It's no wonder people give up playing guitar, Travis.
Scott, when I owned a music store, a retail music store, brick and mortar, where people could come in, I sold all different makes and models of guitars. Always, never failed. After Christmas, I would get all these guitars coming in that they bought at this huge mega store. That's the biggest retail store in the world, where you can go and sit and watch people, if you know which one I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
And they sell a line of guitars and people don't know. I mean, they think if it looks like this, it's going to be, well, it looks like this, but it's so sorry made. The necks, the necks were that high. I mean, I'm talking about, it was unplayable. And they bring them to me and want me to fix them. And I say, I can't. It's not worth it. I can fix it, but it's going to cost me more to fix it than you paid for it. It's just crazy. But our guitars, Scott, for just a little bit more, and I mean a little bit more, you get a guitar that's going to last you a lifetime. And when I say a lifetime, I mean it. Lifetime warranty on every guitar. A lifetime warranty. If you own it, if something happens 10 years from now and it's a manufacturer, structural issue, I'll replace the guitar. You know how many I've replaced in 15 years? 2. That's a pretty good track record. That's why I don't mind putting it on there, because I know the quality of the instrument.
So with the guitar learning system, the Chord Buddy learning system, not only is there the Chord Buddy unit itself with the removable tabs, so you work your way through learning the rhythm until you pull out those tabs and you're playing the guitar on the strings by yourself without using the buttons. But you also include the songbook in there, but that's not the only songbook you have. I just highlighted in the carousel the holiday songbook, the Christmas songbook, which has another 100-some Christmas songs that people can be playing right away.
Yeah,
and you were playing Grandma got run over by a reindeer a little earlier.
That's in the Christmas book.
And
listen, understand this too, please. The songs that are in these books, just scratching the surface. I mean, if it's not in this book, you can still play it. Trust me. I have people every day that say, "Hey, this song isn't in your book, in any of your books. Can you play it?" And I'll go, "Yeah, I'll look it up on Tabs, TABS tabs.com, and I'll put it in the key of G, which is what our Chord Buddy is for guitar, key of C for ukulele, and I'll send it to them. So you can do any song in the world with Chord Buddy.
Well, Travis, let's get a demonstration of how the Chord Buddy works there, and how you remove those tabs.
So the whole deal with this, and listen, I was a traditional guitar teacher for 40 years, and in traditional teaching, you have to teach the chords first. So this is an A chord. Well, you got to teach this shape first. Then second, you teach the rhythm. So if we're doing, like, I'm going to let it shine. Then what happens? You have to stop, reset your hand. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it stop. that becomes a habit. But with Chord Buddy, you're pressing a button, you're not making these complicated shapes, so your rhythm will be consistent and stays consistent. So we go, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. So your rhythm stays consistent. And we teach the quarter strum, which is this little light of mine, just one down stroke. We teach the eighth note, which is this little light of mine. So it's up and down. Then we teach the pick strum. This little light of mine. Then we teach the alternating pick strum. This little light of mine. See, pick strum, pick the root, strum, the alternate, and strum. And I teach all that in the book. Then we teach the pop strum. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it. So we teach all those rhythms, and then, Scott, the rubber meets the road, as I say. You start pulling out the tab, and now you're playing this chord on your own, all on your own, and you don't need this anymore. Just like training wheels are for your kid's bicycle. He uses them to give him confidence, to help gain his balance, and to have fun. And then you start moving the training wheels up off the ground so he doesn't need them as much. And finally, you remove them just like this. And then, you know, it's the line. Yeah. And then you remove the next one, and the next one, and the next one. So in stair-step fashion, in 60 days, 2 months, we call that the 2-month hump in the teaching industry. And that's the time that hand-eye coordination doesn't work for you, muscle memory isn't working for you. So we're there to bridge that gap so that you don't get frustrated and quit like 7 out of 10 do.
And people can buy just the Chord Buddy, which we have highlighted in the carousel. They can buy the combo, which includes the guitar learning system, the lesson book, the song book, the tuner picks. I tell you, that's a lot of stuff. Or maybe people want to start with a ukulele, something a little bit less expensive, $149.95 right here on Amazon. You can get the beautiful Amahi ukulele, the Chord Buddy for ukulele, the lesson plan book, the song book, everything that you need, and you can start playing music right away. There we go.
I don't know what key I was in, but that was a little bit of I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas.
I tell you, little Bing Crosby. People will be watching that movie coming up here.
Oh, God, I can't wait. Scott, do y'all watch What Is It, Wonderful Life?
Oh, absolutely. Every year. Yep.
You know, I had never seen it from start to finish. I've watched parts of it all my life, but I've never sat down and watched the whole thing until last year. It's a great movie.
Story. Yeah, well acted, great story. You know, we watched our local theater did a stage version of It's a Wonderful Life. I was a little skeptical because I love the movie, but I will tell you they did a fabulous job as a musical done very well. And so I encourage people to celebrate the holidays, go out with family and friends.
We are. We're going to go out with this one because my wife just got here. We're going to look at a venue for my daughter's wedding reception. Well, I'm going to go out with this one.
All right.
I just thought it just hit me. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Bum, 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 just like the ones I used to know, where sleigh bells glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. I hope everybody has a great Christmas, and I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving just 2 days away.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, and give Lori a hug from me, and congratulations on your daughter's wedding upcoming. I hope the venue works out well for you. And Travis, always fun to hang out with you. Thanks for teaching so many people how to play guitar.
Well, it's my calling from God, Scott. It truly is. So.
All right,
Have a good
we'll see you after the holiday.
Okay.
My love is music. I have taught thousands of people to play the guitar. Sadly, I've seen thousands quit. The guitar is the most popular instrument in the world, but yet it is one of the most frustrating. We all want to play the guitar for one reason. You know what it is? To meet chicks. There's 4 buttons. It plays G, D, C, and E minor. With those 4 chords, you can play hundreds of thousands of songs. Y'all, that's done with 1 button. 1 finger.
But are you really learning how to play the guitar by pushing a single button? Why are you learning anything?
Oh, man, the question I was waiting for. It is a cheat, I'll be honest, unless it does this. You pull that out. Now, instead of pressing a button, you're really playing a chord. We have a patented 2-month learning system.
Whenever I drive down the street with my girls and a good guitar riff comes on, I want to be a rock star so bad. If you can teach me how to play the guitar...
I promise you I can right now. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay.
Thank you very much. All right, I'll play, you sing.
Match the red one.
The red one?
Uh-huh. Amazing grace, green, just a green, just a green. How sweet, back to blue, the sound that saved.
Wow. We're jamming, baby!
A rich, go to red, like me.
Woo!
Y'all, what you've just seen him do would take at least 2 months.
That's true.
Do you want to take a selfie?
Meet Deanna.
You can take a selfie.
She's just like any other teenager.
I know, girl, look how beautiful you are.
But Deanna
She wants to communicate.
has Down syndrome.
It's shocking to us how nonverbal she's become.
And her sister says lately,
Hello, my name is Deanna.
it's hindered her ability to express herself.
She used to talk so much more before, but my parents got a divorce, and I feel like that kind of got to her.
So she uses this touch voice tablet,
Welcome to the mariachi concert.
given to her by the Mount Vernon School District. But this district
Do you like playing music with the guitar?
Yes.
Hey guys, let's hear it for Deanna, everybody.
has also given her a gift
There she is.
of another kind. A new way to express herself
Good, Deanna.
through her love for music.
Music is a big part a big part of Deanna's life.
1, 2, 3,
It's all part of Mount Vernon High School's adaptive mariachi program, funded from the top.
It comes from the school district, and so they believe in inclusion.
Ready, you gonna spin? Woo!
I told them I need adaptive guitars. I need them those guitar buddies.
This girl is on fire.
Deanna's family says she's now using music to communicate,
Girl is on fire.
even back at home.
So that's how we know how she's feeling that day, because depending on the type of music she plays.
Primero, pero hay saber.
It's a class led by Mr. Ramon Rivera.
A lot of kids with disabilities often get put to the side.
I put them in the front.
And they seem to appreciate that about him.
My favorite teacher.
So as the kids get ready for an end-of-year performance, this senior's ready to show the world what she's learned.
Did you have fun dancing today?
Yes.
You did a good job.
I'm Maddie White,
Thank you for coming to the concert.
King 5 News.
Thank you for having me.